When you're ready, Mr. Grandison.
Are we ready?
Yes,
right.
I think we
well,
are.
Ladies and gentlemen, hunters, this I think is your first session of your new endeavour. Am I right?
You're
right. Good. Well, I've got a letter to read to you from Henry Ericsson, discovered by me, lurking in my office, 60 years after he originally received it. Right, here it is. Dearest Henry, we are writing to you with this letter from us here to you there. As you will no doubt read, we are adaptizing our modern linguistications to ensure that this letter reads normally if it is discovered by someone who is not you in 1948. We are also not mentioning at all in any way of you where we are writing from, as this would no doubt raise attention. If all your works out as planned, you should be receiving this letter shortly after your arrival there in Shoreditch in 1948. We hope you are well and happy there. We would like to say that we are well and happy here, but we cannot say that, alas, alas, on fruit. All here is still as ungood as ever. This is why we hope that you discover this letter from us. We hope that us sending you this letter will give you the strength to discover the seed event which triggered this whole disastrous present of ours. As agreed, we suggest that you investigate the world you find yourself in and that you try and look for anything unusual or odd which may be the trigger event for the problem. We also write to request that you have messages for us here where we are, hidden in our pre-arranged places so we can follow your progress from afar. From our own recent researches, we have come across two facts of important information we'd missed. One is regarding an organisation called Shoreditch Finches, the other fact relating to the game called Big Ball Bingo. Are these very important? It seems that they will happen in 2008. Leave us more messages so we know how best to help. We'll look for them now. Yours, with best wishes for the future, Dr. Tyler and Arthur Wint. God save the kid. Now, I was at the 1948 Olympics. They were excellent games, very happy, well organised, and done on a shoestring. They were known as the austerity games. We lived at the time about 2 miles from the stadium, Wembley Stadium, and some months before the games began, local people were canvassed to see if they would take in visitors or athletes. The London hotels had been bombed, they were frequently full up. There was no proper village for the athletes, so they had to rely on local people. We took in 5 for a week, 5 Swedes, 1 girl, 3 chaps, and an athlete, Henry Ericsson. They were really an excellent lot. They mucked in with us. Of course, you must remember then that there was rationing. We got extra points or coupons for their food, and we also kept chickens, which gave us a supply of eggs, so we were not all that badly off food-wise. We just mixed with these Swedes. They helped us out, we helped them out, we ran the house together. And I was introduced to the wonders of tafelvin, potato wine, Swedish potato wine, 50% proof, very useful for making one see the world in a different light, no serious after effects. So, yes. I also bought sweetmeats and chocolates and various things that we hadn't seen. But nevertheless, Sweden hadn't, well, they weren't in the war, they were neutral. They didn't have a very good time because there was very little shipping to take essentials to them. They had plenty of food, of course, fire in the form of wood and so on and so forth. But a lot of the essentials that would normally be theirs just didn't come by boat. Anyway, I went to a couple of events at the 1948 Olympics. I saw Fanny Blankers-Cohen take the 100 yards. She was the hero of the Games. She won 4 gold medals. 100 yards, 220 yards, long jump, and the relay. It's never been done. It's never been done again. And I also saw the last event, which was the horse jumping, which was extremely exciting, but I can't for the life of me remember who won. But that is, you must remember that things were pretty bad. We were still have very severe rationing in 1948, and nevertheless, we got by in various ways. I should, perhaps, this is going off the track a little bit, but on the perimeter of the suburbs of big towns, only the barest rations, just what you're entitled, minimum you were entitled to, ever got out to the suburbs. It all seemed to disperse on its way from the centre to the suburbs. And so the Ministry of Agriculture, or Ministry of Food I think it was called, enabled us to form poultry clubs. And I became the treasurer of the local club, and we were able to buy very cheaply 8-week-old pullets, which we fed on to laying stage and so on and so forth. We got mash very, very cheaply. We got a certain amount of very horrible cod liver oil to mix into the mash so that birds didn't catch various diseases. And Christmas time, the older birds, I used to kill off several of them and deliver them to people who perhaps would not have had a decent Christmas dinner up and down the road. I didn't charge for them because as soon as you charge somebody, you are in some form of contract, so I much prefer to give them away. We also kept much of the road going on eggs. Anyway, so much for 1948 and the Olympics. Now,